Technology innovation, which includes artificial intelligence, one of my favorite topics, is urgently needed to help Africa raise its level of excellence in governance and improve business, trade, and more. The policy leaders and technology innovators and business leaders that met late last week in Rwanda drilled into these and other key issues for the continent in terms of digital technology and transformation. Let's take a listen.
Energy, reliable energy, clean energy is extremely critical for us to advance, particularly in the area of technology, and indeed in a lot of the things that Africa ought to do. In Kenya, our grid is about 93% green energy, renewable energy today. And it would be important that we all factor in that so that we have clean energy, green energy as we go forward. I also want to state that one of the things that we are doing as we look at AI is to be able to establish data centers that are also powered by green energy. And there's a very serious conversation that is already taking place in Kenya, and hopefully we shall be able to have this. And this is happening around Naivasha area, where we are promoting geothermal energy as something that can lead us to achieve this particular thing of having reliable energy. But we need to also look broadly on how we invest in the energy sector, because we have made it quite expensive, in my view, for people to invest in the energy sector on the continent. We need to look at it critically. What incentives can we give so that those who want to come in, particularly on solar energy, wind energy, hydro can be very expensive and protracted, but it would be something good if we can also have it, so that we can accelerate the production of, expand our capacity in energy to be able to anchor the artificial intelligence that we are looking at. So that, to me, becomes very, very critical. And policymakers on the continent need to look at this specific area very, very critically. The other thing that I would then quickly point out is that we need to quickly re-engineer our own thoughts on the continent. Our two heads of state have spoken on the need for health, improved health infrastructure, agriculture, and so forth, especially with the AI. I think as a continent, we need to not allow ourselves to be driven by fear. Fear should not drive us out of town on this agenda of artificial intelligence.
Did adopt a number of policy frameworks. In 2020, there was a strategy for the development of artificial intelligence, and the Commission was mandated to establish a 5-year plan, which comprises of 2 phases. One between 2025 and 2026 to establish a structural governance of artificial intelligence on the continent, resource mobilization, and then the second phase from 2028 to 2030, which should be dedicated to the implementation of projects that will have been identified, and in 2027 we'll proceed with a review, midterm review, and this morning, someone mentioned that the sovereignty of AI on the continent was a myth, and I'd like to refute the statement. And as indicated His Excellency Fonya Simbe, we need to move forward to make sure that the African continent adopts these development policies, and particularly in regards to AI development with the available resources. It is evident that in order to finance young startups and harmonize rules and regulations in our countries, some policies must be established. And we can mobilize these resources. As an example, the US invests $285 billion in AI.